wobble. How are you all doing? I thought I'd go live. It's sunny. It's Saturday. My head's not exploding, and I'm gonna light a candle. We're not all out. So I've done mine, so I don't overspill. If I'm a bit shouty, it's because I've got my earplugs in again, and how was everyone's, or how is everybody's 888 portal going? Because it's just not on the 888. It lasts a while, but I thought I'd feel out, see what the energy is doing, frequencies for today until the next time. Hi Carl, are you alright my lovely? Right, let's have a feel, see what's going on. Oh, that was quick. Okay, so Ace of Cups. Oh, I don't know what's going on with the camera. So the Ace of Cups, like I've said before, is falling in love. But it doesn't necessarily mean falling in love with a person, but it is heart centre, being open and receptive to receiving. So it could be falling in love with something, falling in love with yourself, falling back in love with life, falling in love with, you know, a new career, hobby, whatever. But it's heart centre open. It's a new cup overflowing. Which is a beautiful card to have. And we've got Judgment. So this is like a wake-up call. The trumpet's been blown. We hear the call. It's like, so putting those two together, I would say, I mean, and Judgment is also rebirth as well. So it's like the 11:11. It's the wake up call. It's hang on a minute. I need to do what fills my cup, what makes me happy, what can I, you know, fall in love with. So we'll leave those there, get some more in a bit. Let's go to the Oracle of the Fairies and see what messages we've got with this. It's so weird doing this when I've got my earplugs in, because I sound like I'm shouting. Probably am shouting. Right, so Ace of Cups, Judgment call. I remember when I talk about, you know, your 9 of Cups and your 10 of Cups, it's another cup that is, you know, being presented, but it's definitely open heart, precious time. I love this woman. That's my alter ego. The Fairy of Time wants you to experience every moment fully and to make the most of your precious time. Be mindful not to waste others' times either. So this is really, and there I can see that there's a cup. I mean, she's got books, she's got a little cauldron in the background, she's got this telescope, she's got books. It's almost like she's studying, or everything that's there is like learning, and the clock as well. But it is like, okay, we don't know how much time we've got. And with the Ace of Cups and the Judgment call, it's like, let's not waste any time in getting these cups filled. Living from our heart space is what I get from this. We don't have the time to be fucking around anymore. Do you know what I mean? It's the time is now to do what we love, from our heart space. So let's see what else we get. So that is a judgment call, a wake-up call. Bottom of the deck we have life energy. The happy fairy of sunshine brings lots of life-giving energy. She reminds you to shine your light. Oh my God, did you see that? This light just went across the room. Oh my days. She reminds you to shine your light and to reveal anything in the shadows that needs to be healed. But again, her hands are open and receptive, and the light is coming down. This is source energy coming down, life force energy. Now, whenever we feel like we may have given our power away or we've reacted, we can always stand with our hands open and say, I demand whatever power I've given away or that's been taken from me, I demand it back now. Click your fingers 3 times and it brings it back to you. I can't believe I saw that light. It just shot across the room. Okay, let's keep going. Whispers of healing. So yeah, in the 8-8 portal, you could have had heart activations as well. This does feel like heart activations. There it goes again. Where's it coming from? It's not a phenomenon. I don't know where it's coming from, but there's just this shiny light that is going across my room. Right, okay. So, focus, precious time, Ace of Cups and Judgment, the judgment call, the wake-up call. It can also be rebirth. It's like endings and beginnings. What else have we got? Ace of Cups, Judgment Call and Precious Time. And I suppose, like, precious time, it says about not wasting people's times, you know. We haven't really, you know, there's no time for anything that's not authentic anymore. And if you're not moving, you know, from the heart space, because if you're not living from your heart space, you know, it's a lot difficult. It's more difficult to kind of work out what people's intentions are when they're not straight from the heart, because obviously, you know, that's fuckery. Well, not fuckery. I mean, it's not always fuckery, but some people don't know how to move from their heart space. This is taking a bit of time. Okay. Ace of Cups, Judgment. What have we got with that? I was trying to find my earrings the other day and they're hanging off the fairy in front of me. Come on then. Come on then. So the unexpected. Unexpected and control. Unexpected is we don't see it coming. She's got her finger on her mouth and it's like this, it's surprise. She's just come from one reality, if you like, almost like a timeline jump. She's just about to move into a different timeline, but it's unexpected. It's one of those, I did not see this coming. I had no idea this was going to be around the corner. So that could be the heart activation and the judgment call. It's unexpected. It's like, whoa. It's purple as well, so it's mind space, and then we have control. Now it's a 10, and the judgment is Judgment 20. but it's a 10, which is the closing out of. It could be asking, we'll get some more on this, but it could be either asking us to look at where we try to control too much, or it's asking us to let go of control, because she's soaring in the sky. The birds, they're all going in the same direction, so we'll get a bit more on that, but it could either be one or the other. I mean, with the judgment call, it may be asking us to let go of control, because we have got no control over free will, over other people's free will and stuff like that. But it is when you let go of control of outcomes that the unexpected happens, basically. Bottom of the deck, we've got strength. Now that's got a full moon there, and we're showing the tiger, so that is inner strength. But we'll go a bit deeper. Of course, that candle's warming my hand up. We'll go a bit deeper. Higher deck. Yeah, we'll go a bit deeper on strength. We've got life energy at the bottom, and then we've got the Six of Cups. Now the Six of Cups is daydreaming. This is, Six of Cups can be childhood memories, or it could be closing out childhood stuff, but it's daydreaming, and it's going back into happy memories. It's a very good energy to be in for manifesting. So what we'll do is we'll go a bit deeper on this Ace of Cups. But like I've always said, energetically, you know, love comes when we fall in love with ourselves. Like, everything is from inside. It's you know, I've said it the same with freedom, with peace. It's an inside job. We do the work on the inside, and then we see it in our realities. So let's I'll just move those over there. So give us a bit more on the Ace of Cups and the Judgment call. It's a wake-up call. So Judgment, and it landed on the Nine of Cups. So this is a wish fulfillment. This is I have 9 cups, and I have filled all my cups with stuff that makes me, that I'm in love with. Again, this could be something on the outside, like I say, a wish fulfillment, but this Nine of Cups is this all over feeling of having all my cups filled with stuff that I love. I'm in love with whatever it is you do. I'm in love with doing this, as an example. Let's go a bit further. We've got the moon again at the bottom there as well. And the moon was quite significant. So this could be something that is coming. I'm not sure when the next full moon is, but this could be something that is coming up to the full moon. But that definitely looks like a timeline jump and letting go of control of the outcome, because we can waste precious time trying to control everything around us. You know. Right, okay. So a bit more on so 8 of Cups. This actually so it fell next to the 9 of Cups. So this was about, and the Hermit's at the bottom. So this was about going in, taking some time out, withdrawing, going into shadow, going in, you know, to the dark, if you like, or whatever, you know, just withdrawing, not necessarily isolating, but finding out, having a look and finding the light within situations. But the 8 of Cups is like, this isn't fulfilling me. I'm off. I'm going to jump on my dragonfly and go. So let's keep going. Oh, there's a bit of boredom there. But this is, again, this is lack of communication. This is not on the same path, not on the same page. There's stubbornness here, there's boredom, lack of communication, maybe dysfunctionality. I'm off. I'm going to jump on my dragonfly and I'm going to go. Let's keep going. I'm not going to... So yeah, 8 of Cups flying towards the 9 of Cups. This situation isn't suiting me. I know my worth. I know what I deserve. I'm off. Straight into the 9 of Cups. Wish fulfillment. It was a judgment call. I have to go into my heart space and you know, see what's not in alignment with me. Right. How are we all doing? So we've got the Lovers. Again, the Lovers is partnership, but it's also divine inner work. Remember, we're always doing this. Hi Tracy. We're always doing this energetically on the inside, and then it shows up in our reality. So this is divine masculine and divine feminine working in harmony with each other. And when you've balanced out your divine masculine, your divine feminine, and neither are too controlling, so that's where the control comes in, then we tend to attract either this equal balance. It can come as a lover. The Lovers is also, it's partnerships basically. But it's balanced. It's, you know, yin yang, that kind of thing. But again, it's always on the inside. And this whole Lovers card is about heart space chakra, opening up one's heart. And it can be, let's have a look, because it fell out with the 5 of Wands. Oh, wrong one. Hang on, let me move those around. So the 5 of Wands is combat. It's like, the 5 of Wands is very ego-based. I want to be right, you're wrong. Competition, battle. It's almost like preparation, getting prepared for something, but it's a lot of it is stamped in ego. So the 5 of Wands is very much I'm right, you're wrong, you know. So it feels like that is what has been moved away from. I'm not participating in this competition energy. Why would I waste my precious time? It's a waste of time, this 5 of Wands. Everybody wanting to be right. And then we've got the Chariot at the bottom. So the Chariot represents taking control. Again, moving in a different direction. So I'm going to harness my shadow and my light, and I'm moving in a different direction. And possibly, I mean, I remember doing the energy reading leading up to the 888 portal, and it really wasn't giving us anything at all. Because maybe we're not supposed to know. This is obviously the collective energy and the opportunity that we have at the moment. With the frequencies and energies and planets and whatever to work with. It's not set in stone. It's only an opportunity if you choose to. So the 4 of Wands is foundational work. The 4 of Wands can be moving home, but it's safety, security, strong foundations. This 4 of Wands is like the home life, but the foundations of it are secure. They are built in trust, authenticity, you know, respect, being open, not dysfunctional. That is what I'm getting from that. So something that is built on solid foundations. And again, I've said this before, obviously having moved home quite a lot, and I was shown all my grandparents and my ancestors coming through and showing me what home felt like. And it's something that we carry in here. It's something that's in our heart space. So you might be homeless, but still carry this energy of the Four of Wands around with you because you feel secure. Strong foundations. But again, if this is relating to a relationship, it's built on strong foundations. Anything else? Ace of Cups, the Lovers. Four of Wands can also is like the twin flame thingy, but it's union, wish fulfillment, and it's a judgment call. But precious time is like, yeah, don't be wasting anyone's precious time. So the Nine of Pentacles is somebody who is content within themselves. They've worked hard. They don't want for anything outside of themselves. And again, this can be an energy. It's it doesn't have any codependencies. It doesn't, like I say, she's lying there and she's asleep. She's relaxed. She's got enough. There is no lack with the Nine of Pentacles, and the animals feel safe and secure around her. So she's worked hard to get to this stage. It doesn't necessarily mean that she's rich, but it's just an energy where there is no lack, and she's not looking for anything outside of herself or himself. It doesn't necessarily have to be a woman. And they're content, happy being single. Nine of Pentacles, which could have then timeline shifted this unexpected judgment call, but there was some anxiety around it. The Nine of Swords, and there always is when we're moving through shifts and changes. There's this anxiety of feeling, you know, sleepless nights basically. Am I going to be okay? Am I going to have enough? Is this move the right move for me? So there's been some anxiety, but it's strange that the Nine of Pentacles fell out with the Nine of Swords. So it's almost like a energetic shift from this state of anxiety about lack, about you know, what's going to happen next, into I am secure, I am safe, I am well, I have enough. But two nines. And then the Two of Wands at the bottom of the deck, which is a gateway. And the Two of Wands comes when we've got our hands full. You know, we've mastered two almost not mastered two skills. It's depicted. What the fuck is that? Where we have two staffs in our hands. It's the man on the hill, and he is actually creating a gateway. So when we're content with our lot, that's when the gateway opens up for the unexpected. Anything else? I'm going to get the Druid craft out just to possibly get some more on this Ace of Cups and the Moon and the Ace of Pentacles. And the Ten of Pentacles, that's complete and utter contentment. Look, she's worked hard, she's got enough, and she's got enough to give out. This could be marriage. Ten of Pentacles also can be generational things passed down. Like, it's not necessarily like, you know, the fact that your legacies, Ten of Pentacles can represent legacies that we pass down, but this, in this one here, it's like I've got enough and I've got enough to share with everybody. So the Ace of Pentacles normally comes, it's harvest time, and it comes after a lesson. Sometimes the universe gives us these little Ace of Pentacles, and it's like, there's your gift for completing this cycle, this lesson, or going through whatever it is. And it's normally something that we can use in the world, but it's the beginning of. So it could be the start of a new business or the start of a new skill that we've learned, but it's normally a gift that's come. Ace of Pentacles. And then the Ten of Cups. I mean, look at their faces. It's like, oh my God, we've got 10 cups. We chose what these cups are, and we fill them with stuff that, you know, we want in them. My Ten of Cups, like I've always said, could be completely different to anyone else's Ten of Cups, but it's this all-round feeling of contentment. And then we've got the Moon. So the Judgment call and the Moon. So my feeling was that this is something, this Ace of Cups, this heart activation, Judgment call, shifting timelines, which is unexpected. You do not see this coming. Could be bringing in a new partnership. That's what I'm going to call it. It's something that has been manifested. It's also got business-like but gifts around it, and I feel like it's going to be leading up to the full moon, or the moon is going to so the full moon, now in the moonlight things can look deceptive because it's the moonlight, but what the moon does is it brings everything up to the surface. So this way it could be where the heart activation is coming from. Control, yeah, right. I'm gonna leave that there and see if oh God, we've been playing games, so everything's moved. Well, I don't play board games because I can't sit still for that length of time. I haven't got the patience. But yeah, so let's have a look and see if we get anything else. So it can't be let me think. When was the new moon? I mean, they're always only ever 2 weeks in between each other. But we had the new moon in Leo. Not quite sure. Tower. So this was a collapse. Not necessarily. It fell out sideways. So I'm taking that as it's still happening. It fell out sideways, so I'm going to go with it's still in the process of something which we thought was rooted in strong foundations, and we can also create towers in our own lives. They're not something that's a sudden shock from the outside. We can decide, right, these foundations aren't what I want my life to be built on. I'm going to start pulling the bricks out of the wall. And in that, obviously, it creates a ripple effect. But it fell out sideways. So I am feeling like this is happening. It's not sudden. It's in the process of. And it fell out on the Eight of Cups, which is obviously moving on. I'm not having that. Dragonflies, I've been getting a lot of dragonflies. 10 of Cups, 9 of Cups, and precious time. So I'm going to stick with what I feel there, that it is the lightning or the tower isn't coming in as a sudden shock. It's something maybe just in the middle of. Any more on the Ace of Cups and the Judgment call? Because I mean, you know, it's not hard to know, you know, what's in your heart. Well, I mean, I say it's not hard. It might be hard for some people, but it's you know, that's always going to be a judgment call. How does whatever it is make me feel? Why would I waste any more time in doing something that doesn't fill my cup? So, death, end of, fell out on the tower and precious time as well. So it's something that has completed its cycle. Something has closed out because it feels like the judgment call was, this is wasting my precious time. And obviously, you know, we're in a, you know, there's a lot going on around us that is making us, well, giving us this sort of like wake-up calls to realise that time is precious. We don't know how much of it we have. So that's the completion of a cycle. And then again, you see, when we have death, the judgment call is the rebirth. It's the coming back out. Let's see if it does come out. Ace of Cups, death, judgment call, unexpected. I'm interested. But again, like I say, it could be a completely and utterly, it's a timeline. We're in a portal. Realities can change and shift in the blink of an eye. Not only if we, you know, take the opportunity for it. Wheel of Fortune. So again, that is the Wheel of Fortune is turning. That's abundance coming in. But that can, again, when we end a cycle, when we decide enough is enough, I'm closing out this, that's when the Wheel of Fortune moves, it changes. So it does say to me that it is, and we've got the Lovers again at the bottom, but abundance, Wheel of Fortune turns when we make a decision to follow our heart space, follow what's in our hearts. Let's see. Anything else? So we've got the again, we've got the Lord, but he's fallen out sideways as well. I find that very strange that they've both fallen out sideways. Now, obviously, when I said before, the Tower falling out sideways feels like in the process of. The Lord falling out sideways tells me that this is, it's divine masculine, it's the doing energy, it's mind over matter, if you like. But when he's falling out sideways, as the Tower did, then there is a shift that is going on. So this shift could be from, so an upside down emperor is manipulative, you know, calculated, this is very, if we're going to look at it from a collective level, this is really bad, structures that we're seeing, top-down structures, hierarchy, that kind of thing, but manipulation. Falling out kind of sideways is that there is a shift going on. Again, I find it weird that the tower fell out exactly the same. So there has been a collapse in the foundations and the structures of both the divine masculine and the tower at the same time. I'm going to keep going. We've got justice at the bottom of the deck, so that's about weighing out death as well. Yeah, let's keep going. So the Queen of Cups and the Ace of Swords. The Queen of Cups is divine feminine in her heart space, using her creative energy, manifesting from the heart. All her decisions are made from the heart. It's also about dreams, it's about instincts, but she's got her foot in the water, so she is totally in touch with her emotions. But this could be, like I said, every single person has divine masculine and feminine energies. But this sword is something that's come to light, clarity, the sword of truth, or cutting ties. But it came from the divine feminine. Looks like under the moon. But she's open and receptive, and some truth came through, or she suddenly had a da-da, I've got a brand new idea, I've got this sword is new, it's clarity is what it is. There was some clarity that came about. We've got the Queen of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, and the Ten of Cups. So again, that's kind of repeating. It's like it's fulfillment, and it doesn't necessarily mean family, but it can be generations. But it's like all my cups are full, complete contentment. And then we'll just, so there was a bit of backstabbing going on here. There are some Ten of Swords. There was something that wasn't quite right. And this is the wounded warrior on his back, and he's like, I'm done, I'm absolutely done. Now, this can often happen when we've jumped timelines, when we've shifted from one timeline to the other, because obviously people don't like it sometimes when people move on or get called out or whatever, and we get this Ten of Swords energy because not everybody shifts at the same time. So that jumped out on with the Ace of Swords and the Queen of Cups. So the Queen of Cups might have actually intuitively known about this or felt it and said, I'm not having that. That's the clarity that came about. I'm going to move forward. I'm moving forward with that's not good enough. That's backstabbing. That's small-minded. It's and the Ace of Cups. So when this happens, it's like psychic attack, really. Because obviously if someone badmouths you actually fit. So the Ace of Cups fell out on the so it's like, right, that's it, I know the truth behind this, and I'm gonna move away. I'm taking this sword and the truth, I'm cutting ties, I'm gonna Eight of Cups, and I'm gonna go and fill my own cup. I'm gonna fill it so much that it's overpouring. Falling in love. And then the High Priestess. So the High Priestess, she just knows. She's got her eyes shut because her third eye is completely and utterly open, so she doesn't need to hear things. She intuitively knows. Her instincts tell her, this is good for me, this isn't good for me, this feels right, that doesn't feel right. Are you coming to a party next week? No, I've just got a funny feeling about it, I don't want to be there. She's in tune, and she's drawing that energy down from the moon. I hope this is making sense. Let's move on to the labyrinth fairies. Now these ones, and I'm getting the feeling like with these labyrinth fairies, they like us to do a lot of work. But again, I've always found that's why when you get signs from the universe. So when I was living on land a couple of years ago now, I kept finding jigsaw puzzles everywhere, all over the floor. The universe, like, you know, we can't expand dimensionally if we don't do any work to expand our minds, you know, and that sometimes is like trying to work out a puzzle. Like, our dreams don't always come through as they are, as they are, because we've got to suss it out. And that's what the High Priestess, that is all about. That's the work involved in becoming High Priestess, is that she recognises the signs, she knows the signs, she trusts what she sees in the universe and her dreams and her gut instinct. Okay, so labyrinth fairies, have you got anything more to give us on this Ace of Cups? So there is a shift going on. There's a collapse of foundations. Fell out on the tower. Fairies of the waters. So that's about being flexible. I will hold that up, but there's some boobs in it, so I'll probably have to cover those. That's about being flexible and being mutable like water. And it also talks about we decide what waters we're going to. Are we going to, you know, a steamy cauldron, boiling hot temper, or are we going to calm waters? But I shall go into it. It's a 10 as well. So again, it feels like a closing out. But there is definitely a heart activation. Indie. So Indie talks about weighing up indecisiveness. He's got these two balls in his hand, and he's like, it's a little bit like the Two of Pentacles. And again, it's decision making. There's decisions that need to be made here, and strength was at the bottom of the cards as well. So let's just get a couple more on these. So Ace of Cups, Judgment Call, Unexpected. Anything on the control? Spirit Dancer. So that is about letting go of control. She's like that. Do you know what I mean? It's like, I'm not... I'll read it and then I'll just get one more. But the Spirit Dancer is, it's about dancing to your own tune without, yeah, she's naked again. It's that vulnerability. This is who I am. So my granddaughter kept trying to correct my speech today, and I said to her, "Look, I'm not doing it. This is the way I talk. You either have it or you don't." It's don't, Grinny. I thought, might be at the moment. I'm not in the habit of pronouncing my T's. Oh dear, crack me up. Right, so let's have a look. This looks very promising. So, Fairies of the Waters is, like I say, it's about moving, and again, it's about moving in the direction of what fills my cup, and basically getting rid of anything that doesn't. 37. I'll just do this quickly. Just a little recap, because I am starting to. Water is mutable, changeable fluid, and it speaks of us, of a particular kind of change. It's a change of emotions and possibly a change in health. Where's the boobs? There. Right. Have we got that? So she's got her hands out underneath. We have important choices to make about how we meet these changes and where we let them take us towards calm, flowing purity fairy waters or boiling cauldrons of hot temper. The choice is obvious, but we sometimes forget that we have it. The things we need in life remain constant no matter what is going on or how hectic the changes and pressures. We need nurturing and love. It is ultimately up to us to provide that for ourselves. That is what I was saying about the Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups isn't something that's outside of us. There's a lot of, obviously, especially with readers and that, going, oh yeah, you know, it's love. It is always starts from within. It's falling in love with. So yeah, as I was saying, ultimately, it's up to us to provide that for ourselves. The healing fairies will help us if we ask them to. And then we had Indy. So like I said, this is just about, there's decisions, it feels like there's decisions to be made, and that's why the Tower and the Lord are sideways, because it feels like it's a progression of 63. Where are we? 63. So indecision, wishy-washy, commitment and decision making. It's decision time. Time to make up your mind, make a decision, then stick to it. Set yourself a divine time period. I love it when it has references to what's already come out. Write it down, day, hour. Give yourself time to put the decision into practice before it's too late. Once the arbitrary but carefully judged decision time is set, ask for guidance from your highest good, and then weigh, consider, ponder and gather information. If we do this, we have asked for aid, and answers seem to fall magically into place at the appropriate time. This is just a matter of trusting them, carrying it through. We can ask for help if that's what we need. So that was that. Now, where is the other one? Spirit Dancer. Like I said, I feel this is, yeah, she's free. She's free. She couldn't give a shit. Whether she pronounces her T's or not. She cracks me up. But, you know, is what it is. Self-expression, freedom and exploration. Why has it gone to that again? Now is the time to focus and really concentrate on a project or process, especially one involving the creative arts. Spontaneity balanced with self-discipline will help us achieve our goals. Strive for elegance and simplicity. This is time to bring out and share qualities that we have nurtured in private. But yeah, she understands both sides of self-expression. In the first stage, we get our inner vision, feelings and creative impulses out into the world through our art, whatever that is. Then our expressions are reflected back to us from the mirror of other people's perceptions as we discover what our art awakens in them. That's beautiful. And then we have Iris of the Rainbow, which is number 32. 32 is 5, so that is change. Iris tells us, did we have a rainbow the other day? Are you still with me? Iris tells us that the light is breaking through our present darkness and that hope is a powerful... She's got boobs, hasn't she? Hope is a powerful factor in speeding up this process. She does not promise us that the storm is over, nor does she say that it will never storm again, but she does say that there is brightness and beauty here. She also tells us that there is something to be gained from this passage through the storm, and the sooner we learn what it is, the sooner the storm will end. Always a passage through the storm is a time of potential growth and a time to allow the dead wood of our past to be blown away to make room for the green shoots of new growth. At this point, it is useful to ask ourselves what we still need to release and to look after protecting and nurturing the seeds we have planted. Iris suggests that cultivation of patience may also be helpful at this time. Oh, the storm is breaking up. Are we ready for change? If we are presently frogs, the fairies say the time of transformation foretold by the rainbow may be at hand. Then we shall be kissed by the pursuant light of the sun and discover if we are still frogs or if we've become something much more. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. There is transitioning going on. I'm going to close with a rose. I hope this has been insightful. Like I say, these are always only ever, especially when it's collective. It's just an opportunity that's available at the time. We've all come here with free will. And what I always do, I do my cards first to make sure none of them, I didn't get any of these in mine, so so I know it's not anything to, you know what I mean. Yeah, close with a rose. Oh, my head's tingling. So maybe blasted, my head's swelling up, but when it comes to channeling, it's quite on point. Healing the mother line. So this is healing ancestral work, mother line and growing up. That's bottom of the deck. And then that jumped out on indie. Healing is happening. You're not broken. Trust the process. It's safe to soften. So again, this, like I said right at the beginning, this is heart. Oh, I can't pick it up. This is heart space activations that's going on, and it's saying, it's safe for us to be in our heart space. If there's anybody around us, that if we don't feel comfortable being in our heart space, if someone makes us feel comfortable about expressing what's in our hearts, then that's not your tribe. I love you lots.